What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The one and only James Williams, Dog Waters. I'm back. I'm hoping you're having a happy Saturday. I took a couple of hours to relax, man. Went out last night, had me a couple of cigars, went to Cheers. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see the people are all the same. You want to go where everyone knows your name. I had the wrong headset on. I'm sorry. And I'm back. And boy, let me tell you something. This is the first time I seen Obama in the kind of hot seat that he in. First of all, the man came out and said that every boy needs a gay mentor. I think we need to start with that. Hold on. Let me go get this so you can hear this. Every boy needs a gay mentor. It's almost as if somebody said, now, Obama, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go out here and you're going to destroy your legacy with the blacks. Yeah, you're going to go destroy you're going to let the blacks know that you's a homo. Yeah, it's almost like that's what somebody told him. Yeah, here it is. Here's Black Jesus. It's a politics right here. Barack Hussein. Oh, no. Don't talk yet. Don't say nothing yet. I got to line this up. Now, you remember, we gave Michelle a pass on when Michelle said that as a trans man, as a man, trans, blah, 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 blah. We gave her a pass on that. Because, it was kind of taken out of context, but Obama can't get no pass on this. I'm sorry. Black Jesus of politics can't get no pass on this. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about, Obama? But, the mystique of Barack Hussein Obama has to be destroyed. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured out that this is warfare going on all everywhere, then I don't know what to tell you. But it's war everywhere. War in the weathers, wars in the politics, wars underneath the earth with stuff blowing up. Boy, it's crazy out here in these streets. But let's start with Barack Hussein Obama. Oh, Hussein. Boy, if you said this in a Muslim country, Hussein, they'll do you dirty.
And that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
Mm-hmm. One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant.
Did this Negro just say somebody else need to be your daddy? Did Obama just say you need another daddy? That he won't be your child daddy? That his second daddy was a professor at his college? Is that what he just said? And see, typically the internet takes these things out of context. But no, you see what Shadow of Ezra did was just leave it all in context. So I'm going to tell you something right now, Barack Hussein Obama. My sons don't need no other daddy. They don't need nobody to give them perspective on their father because they got their father in heaven to give them perspective on their father. See, this is the problem with these rank devil people. He's not sitting here saying, yeah, the kids need a second father and that father is the creator in heaven. No, he's saying that father is a homosexual from college. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that everybody who's living an alternative lifestyle is bad. No, there may be great alternative lifestyle mentors out there. And I'm pretty sure the reason why he gravitated to that alternative lifestyle mentor is because he was living an alternative lifestyle. So he's not lying to you. It was a great mentor for him in the lifestyle he was leading and living. But to get on national TV, to get on a podcast, you know what I'm saying? Where's Stephen A. Smith on this? Your big lip, big head, pimp named Slipback. Where you at on this, Stephen A. Smith? Always chiming in on everything. Yeah. Where you at, pimp named Slipback? Yeah, slick back, where is you at on this one? This is the problem. And we wonder how we got to the point where the altar, which I got it. I'm gonna do this. This is my late night video tonight because there's terminology I've been using that you got to understand later on. We wonder how the altar to LGBTQ trans got so strong in America. It's because you had a leader go in office that's what he was. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, we sitting there looking at stuff going on all around the world, all around the nation that don't make no sense. You're like, where this come from? Because of this Negro right here. Because of him right here. Yes. All the time, everybody clapping and cheering for him. That boy the devil. Now, if you black and you listen to this, you might get mad, but that's okay. I understand. That boy right there is the devil. He just telling you he the devil right now. But you got to have ears to hear what these boys be saying out here in these streets. I'm going to let him finish telling you he the devil.
You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Yeah.
Right. So
now, this is the thing that tripped me out about Barack Hussein Obama and all these people. You know, matter of fact, it's probably better that I show you. You see, in the culture I come up in New Orleans, you went to church, and then in the choir, they had the gay dude in the choir. In the name of Jesus. And he had his hair, and his hair was twisted. We have the victory. That boy was in the choir and gay. It wasn't a problem. Everybody knew he was gay. It wasn't a problem that the guy was gay at all. They created this contention with this pressing in, this explosion of this everything being in your face. But being from New Orleans, that's a part of New Orleans culture. Yeah, you don't understand? Hold on, watch this. I'm going to take you back to New Orleans so you can see a part of the culture. Superstars in New Orleans that are gay. They ain't never been no problem. You know when it all become a problem? When you start forcing it down other people's throat. Yeah. Hold on. Let me go get Mr. Bookham himself. Bookham. I'm going to get Mr. Bookham so you'll know about him. Now, one of the first social media stars ever was named Messi Maya out of New Orleans. The first social media star ever was Messi Maya. I'm talking about Twitter on blow up. New Orleans on lockdown. And I need you to understand something. So when Barack Hussein Obama starts talking about this cultural issue with people who are this and this, man, Messi Maya is a legend in New Orleans before Messi Maya got murdered. Legend. I mean, we talking about you didn't have cell phones back then. All you had was camcorders, and you had the little flip phones. But a legend. And I'm just trying to make people understand. See, there's been this brainwashing that's been intentionally done to kind of weaponize the alternative lifestyle against everybody else. When the style was already accepted within its confines of what it was, especially in my city. Nobody worry about that. That's Messi Maya. Everybody know Messi Maya on some other stuff, man. Messi Maya, do what you do. Matter of fact, stay away from him because he's going to talk about you. But it's crazy how we got to this point. And the reason why is because Barack Hussein Obama.
Messi Maya television, you heard me where it goes down and they sell pussy by the pound. You heard me. This is my beautiful grandma. Oh yeah, come a little closer, come a little closer, shake a little closer, rock a little closer. I want that creep. All those know, baby, if it ain't the beat, then it ain't me. But one thing about it, I want that creep. Come on, put it on me. Oh yeah, I said let's tell my name each other. Oh, come a little closer. Come on, look. I said what, Grandma? Let's mess in the news. It's clean enough to drink from, like a water fountain. Oh Lord, you better know it. It's soaked for hours. Oh jeez, it's soaked for hours. It was purged with Epsom soap. Oh. My grandma looks something beautiful. It don't mess with Tina Turner. Oh, Lord. Tina Turner, that's messing my grandma, that's messing the new.
And guess what?
What?
He was talking some shit on the phone. I fucking head punch. Waka waka waka. What is this? Walk is on the scene.
My grandma, she look cute, huh? Yeah. If it got a big flower on her head, all right, she got a Hattie Mae Pearson flower.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. So I'm taking the bubble
I ain't
baths.
tell about that. No.
I was taking the bubble baths and
Look here.
the dishwashing. She said she was taking bubble baths.
Boy, I got to stop that. I got to stop hitting the pause button and not saying what I was saying. It didn't happen to say what I was saying all over again. I got to stop that, but it's okay. I can repeat it to you. The point I'm making is Messi Maya and the alternative lifestyle that Messi Maya led wasn't nobody business back then. Because the personality overshadowed all the rest of it. The personality overshadowed it because the man was entertaining, the man was funny, the man was a superstar. One of the first Twitter superstars ever. Back in the day where Twitter was just blue and white words. That's why if you really go look at YouTube on New Orleans, it's so many dominating channels that come out of New Orleans that people just don't know about them because they're cultural channels. And it's about murder and drug dealing and all the rest of this stuff. I don't touch none of that. For the record, I don't know nothing about none of that. Don't have no clue what's going on with none of that. The point I'm making is this. You see, the alternative lifestyles, nobody had a problem with them. It was in church. It's on the streets. But see, when you start shoving it down people's throat like this, you gonna eat that? That's when the problem came in. Now, let's go back to Barack Hussein Obama. Let's listen to Barack Hussein Obama again. Wait, before I do that, I want you to see, this is just New Orleans history. This is New Orleans' first superstar, and this is the funeral for that superstar. Shout out to Goosey Baby TV. Goosey Baby TV, baby, don't be playing games and trying to copyright me. I'm giving you some shine. If you want to know what's happening culturally in New Orleans, you look at stuff like Goosey Baby TT for the cultural historical record. Goosey, don't be playing, man. Don't be playing, Goosey. Don't be playing. And just for the record, this is for commentary. Now watch this. Watch this. You need to understand, when I tell you it's a superstar funeral, it's superstar funeral. It's superstar. Well, let me see to get to the second. That's all the people in the street. There's all the people in the street for the funeral. Because Messi Maya was a superstar. Line in the streets. Everywhere, as far as you could look. You know what I'm saying? Second line band. Hold on, let me see if I can. Now, let me get off that before I have to be like doing all this editing. I'm just making a point that at the end of the day, the alternative lifestyle has been around a long time. And people culturally didn't have issues with it. Culturally was accepted until Obama. Until Barack Hussein Obama put this on, brought it to another level. And now here he is again. And let's listen to him one more time, then I'm done. He's just admitting to you what his agenda is.
And that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
Mm-hmm. One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't outlawed, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, They have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Yeah.
Right. So
All right, so we've established it. And if you just to bring your memory back, I don't know if I can find the clip, but it was under Obama in California that they were saying, well, this concept and this idea of kids belong to parents, kids belong to the community. That was the setup for where we are right here, right now, where it's pedos contending to take over your children. He just told you, yeah, they need more than one dad. I'm Obama. Give me your children. Open the portals. Bring all the children to me. I put on my bull mask in my G-string, and I will take all of your children. You think my man Clay Higgins, who's my favorite person on the planet, my favorite politician is Clay Higgins. I actually like Clay Higgins more than I like Donald Trump. My man Clay Higgins, Lafayette, Louisiana. Hold on, let me go get Clay. I'll be right back. You gotta, if you don't know about Clay, you got to hear my man. You know why we need more Louisiana politicians in America? It's because they're the most brashest people there is, and they give 0 F's. 0. It's just how you come up. You don't, because everybody talks so real. You just tell people what it is. And then when you get outside of Louisiana, move around and get on the internet, people are like, oh, you hurt my feelings. I can't believe you said that about me. Oh, you hurt my feelings. Oh. Clay, tell them what's happening. And tie this back to Obama. Clay, go on do it for me, big homie. Go on do it.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, what is it that the Democrats don't want the American people to know? It's a legitimate consideration that the citizenry from sea to shining sea should ask themselves right now. What exactly is the problem? They said again and again, oh, DHS could do this if they wanted to. They already report to us. We are exactly saying that the special interest alien data should be reported to Congress along with the rest of the data. So why would the Democrats, make a big stand? They're the former chairman of Homeland Security, current ranking member, been on the committee for a long time. They have a rare appearance on the House floor to push back against this. Think about this, America. They're pushing back on this because they don't want the citizens of America to know what special interest aliens that participated in suspicious travel patterns came into our country illegally in 2021, 22, 23, and 24. Because you know how many are coming in 2025? 0. That's how many. Because we have an executive branch that is enforcing American law since January the 20th of 2025. So we, the people, demand to know what is the data of special interest aliens, so-called, is a suspicious travel pattern, illegal immigrants coming into our country. We want to know, where did they come from? How did they get here? Where were they before? We want to know all the data that we allegedly collected. Congress has the right to know. So why would DHS need Congress to codify their authority to give us this data? Because of activist, radical judges that stop the executive branch, and every day Americans have to read about that garbage. A radical judge stopping the elected president from performing his role as Commander-in-Chief and President of the United States.
Thank you, Clay, for explaining that. The reason why what the radical judges was doing. Now, Clay, let me eat some popcorn for this. Clay, I need you to explain to them why they were scared, Clay. Hold on. Clay going to explain you why they were scared and why they were stopping everything.
And according to my research, which will very soon be revealed next week, they've rescued so far 35,000 tender-age kids. How you like that? Now, according to Ms. Hopper's research, which I find fascinating, everybody up here should, 70% of the documentation turned in by so-called sponsors, which were lined up by who? The NGOs. Through who? Primarily HHS. It was a pipeline, man. We fed a pipeline of tender-age children into sex trafficking and slave labor into our country.
And then you wonder why everything flooded. You wonder why every damn thing flooded. You wonder why all the blue cities flood. Yeah, you wonder why everything flooding. Clay just told you why. Clay, I'm sorry, brother. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to let my favorite politician, I want you to know, my favorite politician, do what he
finding these kids, we're tracking this fraudulent documents. You're right, Ms. Hopper. My research showed a little bit less, 65%. You said 70%. I'll go with 70. So be advised. Be advised. We are building out case files, criminal case files. We're interviewing these 35,000 kids, and we're finding out exactly what the hell happened, how they ended up in the nightmare where they were, and we're rescuing more. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. We're going to identify these children, we're locating these children, we're rescuing these children, and we're building out criminal files based upon the testimony of these young teenagers and the documentation of fraudulent vetting. And many of these NGO employees are going to find themselves wearing orange, be their new favorite color. Mr. Chairman, I appreciate the indulgence. I yield.
Now that Clay done yielded the point, I'm about to yield the point. But I'm going to recap it. Let me get that off the screen right now. Get that off the screen because people be like, oh, you took content from TikTok. Well, technically it's content from X. But here's the thing. It all started with Barack Hussein Obama. Yeah. One more thing. Let me see if I can find the clip. Let me see if I can. I just want to tie it all in. Let me see if I can find the clip. I'm pausing. Oh, I found it. Y'all remember this trick that used to be on CNN? Oh, I found it. I need you to go way back to the times when Obama was in office, when her raspy, overbite, lizard person behind was on TV. And they told you what was coming. And you about to listen to it right now. Don't run. Stay right here.
We've always had kind of a private notion of children. Your kid is yours and totally your responsibility. We haven't had a very collective notion of these are our children. So part of it is we have to break through our kind of private idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families and recognize that kids belong to whole communities. Once it's everybody's responsibility and not just the households, then we start making better investments. We've always
Yeah, you might be saying, well, DW, that's out of context. No. Let's go back. That's when Obama was in office. Real quick, let's go here. Cackling Kamala Harris said the same damn thing. And she was in office. This is when she was running for election. Their concept and idea is that the kids don't belong to the parents. And they took them kids from their parents that came across that border. Yeah. They told them people, come over here, go and get in that water, cross that border, give us your children. And then when we say, nah, we ain't having that, it's like, oh my God, you know, therefore you're such bullies.
The children, I grew up understanding the children of the community are the children of the community. I grew up understanding the children of the community are the children of the community.
These people been telling you what they're going to do the whole time. Now, somebody may say that's out of context, so let's get the full context. Here she is again. You see, people voted for this, man. They're ignorant. Here she goes, tell them, come on.
Talk about our children. I know for this group, we all believe that when we talk about the children of the community, they are the children of the community. Talk about our children. I know for this group, we all believe that when we talk about the children of the community, They are the children of the community.
Did you see that kind of sexual gesture when we talk about the children of the community? Oh, yeah. Oh, they are children. Oh, they're children of the community. Watch it again. Watch it. Oh, they're children of the community.
Talk about our children. I know for this group, we all believe that when we talk about the children of the community, they are the children of the community. Talk about our children. I know for this group, we all believe that when we talk about the children of the community, they are the children of the community. Talk about our children. I know for this group, we all believe that when we talk about the children of the community, they are the children of.
Y'all ain't mad. Come on, bro. This crazy, man. It's right there in front of your face. When we talk about the children of the community, oh, they're the children of the community. Trick star belly dancing, grinding her hips. Man, I'm done. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Understand, man. This is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I'll be back. Yep. I'm going to eat my popcorn in peace.